There are these days when I question why we do this. Why we keep chasing adventure, seeking out the path less traveled. Why we don't just push our limits, but break through them again and again. Why we venture through the most remote, terrific landscapes, knowing we'll likely end up in trouble, time and time again. And then it hits me. To feel alive. To feel that rush of adrenaline. To feel your blood pumping through your veins and your heartbeats pounding in your throat. This is off the main road on the Pamir Highway.
In this episode, we take you along on our 2-week journey through the roof of the world. Starting from Dushanbe, we travel to the M41, better known as the legendary Pamir Highway. From there, we trace the Afghan border through the breathtaking Wakhan Valley before looping back to the M41 into Kyrgyzstan.
So we just drove the road from Kolop to Kalakum, and it's not even the start of the Pamir Highway, not even the start of the Wakhan Valley. And it was already so impressive and so beautiful. You just drive alongside the river. On the right of you, you see Afghanistan and the mountains and the views. It's just, I have no words for it. It's incredible. It's the most beautiful thing we've seen so far, definitely. And now we found ourselves a nice spot alongside the river. which is necessary because it's already fucking warm, and it's necessary for the dog and us to cool down, take a swim. And tomorrow, tomorrow the start of the adventure. We'll drive the M41. A lot of construction road works over there, so yeah, we'll see how far we'll get. But looking forward. Yeah, so, early morning today. We woke up at 4 a.m. A lot of construction works on the roads today, so we don't want to drive in the dark on the Pamir Highway, so we decided to get up early, hopefully get there before dark. We'll see.
The Pamir Highway isn't just famous for its wild roads and breathtaking views. In recent years, it has become known for the intense roadworks taking place. Tajikistan is working to widen and improve the highway, a project aimed at boosting tourism and upgrading infrastructure in this remote region. However, this comes with challenges.
During certain times of the day, times that are often unpredictable and forced, traffic is halted as they blast rocks off the cliff sides. We arrived just in time to pass through, thinking we were safe from the construction. But man, we were wrong. Suddenly, fear gripped us as we found ourselves on a steep, narrow strip of road. To the right, the Panj River rushed by, and to the left, rocks began tumbling down, some even hitting the vehicle. We couldn't get out of there fast enough. On the Pamir Highway, it's not just the rugged terrain, high altitudes, or massive trucks that make the journey an adventure. Nowadays, the relentless roadworks only amplify it. first day of the Pamir. Reflection.
Pretty tired, but wonderful view, so I'm happy.
Yeah, looking forward to the Wakan.
Yes.
And look, such a beautiful camp spot.
Zo, ging.
Allee, drink. Drink. Drink.
Zo, kom.
Good morning, trippers! We are on our way to Korog to fill up water and some food.
Yes, we once again ran out of water. We're at a beautiful spot in the valley, in the mountains.
Yes.
But yeah, we couldn't stay, unfortunately.
And of course, we need some diesel too, so we'll fill up with diesel. And then hopefully tomorrow we can drive the Wakan Valley.
Finally! We've been looking so much forward to the Wakan. So yeah, the clouds are a bit gathering, so we hope the sun will come out soon. But
And of course, we don't get any rain.
alright, let's go.
So we successfully filled up our tank with diesel. Was hard to find water, but yeah, they never have big water bottles in the supermarket. So it took us 3 supermarkets to find 5-liter water bottles, but we found them, so that's good. And fruit and vegetables is also hard to find, or fresh fruit and vegetables. Of course, there's always melons here, and with vegetables is hard. So it's gonna be eating from cans.
Ken's gonna eat from cans.
Yes, so it'll work.
But I do remember you found something else, didn't you?
I found cigarettes is hard to find too. It's always menthol cigarettes. I don't know why.
I was talking about the beer and the vodka.
I found beer and vodka. Yes. Very good, very good. So I'm a happy man. Pas op.
The moment we had been looking forward to for so long was finally here. Here we are at the start of making a dream come true, driving through the Wakhan Valley. A mysterious valley where the people are as resilient as the mountains they are located in. But nestled deep in the heart of Central Asia, everything is wild and untamed.
Currently we're parked not so far from the Garam Chasma hot spring. So yesterday we started on the Wakhan Valley, but only a small bit. And it's not so handy to park up right in the valley because of the close border with Afghanistan. Almost every time the Tajik police just sends you away. So we headed up in a valley and now we're parked here next to a creek and sun is out, so it's very beautiful here. And today we're gonna drive further into the Wakhan Valley. I'm really excited for that one. We're gonna go to Iskoshim and we're gonna try to find a parking space over there because on Saturday there is this market. It's actually like on a bridge between the border of Afghanistan and Tajikistan. So it's like kind of no man's land. And on that bridge there is a market and it's kind of nice because Afghan people are allowed to come there and Tajik as well, and it's like a multicultural place where everybody sells, I don't know, is it fruits, is it stuff? I don't know what they sell, but it's nice to get a bit of culture from the boat. And we're gonna see if it's gonna be a nice market or not. Yesterday we found a nice spot to camp our car. It's in a lovely guest house surrounded by beautiful mountains. It was actually really nice. We had a lovely dinner with people from all around the world, from Korea, Australia, Singapore. So very nice dinner. And now we're heading to breakfast. And hopefully there will be a market because yeah, we just found out that on Sunday it's a feast of sacrifice. And yeah, we asked at the Tajik side if there is gonna be a market, and they just answers, well, it's depending on the Taliban. So we're gonna see what the Taliban decision will be later on, and hopefully there will be a market.
Near Ishkoshim, there's a weekly Afghan market. The market takes place on neutral land between Tajikistan and Afghanistan. But as the Taliban seized power again in 2021, Afghan women are no longer allowed to participate in the weekly market. According to some locals we spoke, this resulted in a decline of quality as it was missing a female touch. Anyway, we enjoy the market a lot, and it really triggered us to visit Afghanistan one day.
Eentje. Sassisko is kartoffel.
Is kartoffel?
Ja. Oké. Dat is patatas.
Pakt uit mijn zak.
Hoeveel?
Centjes, kies maar.
Patatas.
Anything interesting?
Not really. Just
Appels.
yeah. Potato.
That's amazing.
Zo mooi hoor.
Ja.
Maar dat nooit niet aan doen, hè.
Japan, Chin, Hindustan,
Okay.
China, Japan.
Okay.
Jak shabiki okesha.
So what do you think of the Afghan market?
It's nice, cool atmosphere. I like it.
Get a sports car.
Right, we just filled up with water. Hope it's drinkable. If not, we'll shit ourselves to death on the Pamir.
Let's hope not.
That night, we set up camp behind Yamchun Fortress. The fortress's construction dates back to 300 BC and is located at an altitude of 3,000 meters above sea level. It felt surreal to be standing here as the sun was setting, overlooking the breathtaking Wakhan Valley and Hindu Kush Mountains.
Happened?
We lost a light. Yes, things that happen on the Pamir.
we did not follow the example of our local friend and went for a somewhat easier approach, even though it looks less cool. But in this and other remote areas, our vehicle is sacred. Not only is it our way back to civilization, it's our home. It's basically everything we own. So, better be safe than sorry. This valley is not only a remote corner of Tajikistan. On the other side of the river lies the most remote corner of Afghanistan. This is the middle of nowhere.
So there's the road we drove on today. We're parked up over there, a bit tucked away behind bushes because of the close border with Afghanistan. Otherwise, if the Tajik police military would see you, they would just send you away. But it was already getting quite dark, so that's why we found this nice spot between the bushes. So I'm standing here, Tajikistan, Panj River, and Afghanistan. So, last night on the Wakhan Valley.
Yes, and very close to the Afghan border.
Yes. Ready for the M41 tomorrow?
Yes, I am. Wakhan was beautiful. So now it's time for something different.
Time to head in to the mountains.
Corruption is part of everyday life in Tajikistan. There are more and more tourists coming into the country, and the underpaid officials try to get their piece of the cake. Mostly, they try to get you to pay a small fee of 10 to 20 euros for rules they basically invented. A lot of tourists pay the fee because they are intimidated or aren't up for the 30-minute discussion. This means that the next foreigner gets the same treatment from these guys. So think about your fellow travelers, don't keep the system alive, and have the discussion instead of paying. From Kargush we headed north to get back on the Pamir Highway and spend the night at Chakarkul Lake at 4,000 meters above sea level. The next morning, all of a sudden, we found ourselves driving on tarmac again. And even though it was in very bad condition, we enjoyed it after all this time on gravel roads. But our joy did not last long. About 70 kilometers before Murgab, the motor light on the dashboard lit up, accompanied by some other lights. The high altitudes and bad diesel had taken its toll on the car, and soot had been building up in our DPF.
What's wrong?
The diesel particle filter. Yes. So the diesel particle filter.
And that's not good news, I assume.
No, not at all. I can erase the code. No, there's something wrong with it, so.
The car went in safety mode and had a huge loss of power.
Probably because of the height. So we still have like 60 kilometers to go to Murgab, and we are on limited speed, so I cannot accelerate too much. Just have to try and drive steady at 40 kilometers per hour. So let's hope we make it. Yes, yes. You have 5?
eventually made it to Murgab and I tried to find DPF cleaner, which proved impossible. The reply I got from everyone selling car parts when asking for DPF cleaner was, "What is DPF?"
Yay! So we had lots of additives, but we didn't know that we have diesel particle filter protection with us because we don't have a DPF in our car.
The Holy Grail.
So we'll try and reach Osh today, because our heroes yesterday brought us DPF, like preventive product, not a cleaner. So we don't want to use it, so we're gonna try and reach Osh and hope that the problem solves itself. So the road to Osh should be good, so we can make high RPMs in the hope that the DPF will clean itself. We'll see.
Let's hope. After a couple of days in Murgab, we came to the conclusion that we wouldn't find a solution here, and that our only option was to cross into Kyrgyzstan and get to Osh as soon as possible. But in order to get there, we still had to cross the highest pass on the Pamir Highway at 4,650 meters, with a car in limp mode and a clocked DPF running on dirty diesel. Will we make it?